Long ago, we witnessed one of the most brutal moments in Pokemon history. That was the Kalos League finale with Greninja losing against Alon's Charizard. Now, I'm just gonna cut straight to the point. My name is Pokey, and in today's video, we're gonna end this debate once and for all. How did Greninja lose in 2016? Now, there are two arguments to be made for each side. Both are just as common and understandable. The first argument takes Alon's side, where fans made the conclusion that Alon was simply the stronger trainer. The second argument takes Ash's side, saying that the writers purposely made Greninja lose to Alon for plot's sake and robbed Greninja of the win. And I'm not going to give you a bullcrap answer. It's either the first argument or the second argument that's right. So before we answer the question, we need to establish how strong Alon truly is to really make sense of the first argument. You see, Pokemon fans aren't lying when they say Alon was a powerful trainer. He fought Rayquaza in both primals, as well as fought relative to 50% Zygarde. These are just some of the strongest legendaries in the franchise. Not only that, but he also battled Steven and beat over 8 Mega Evolved Pokemon back to back. So it's only natural for people to call him a strong trainer. It's because, well, he is. Now let's move on to Ash's feats as a Pokemon trainer in XYZ. He's beat tons of Megas and powerful trainers like Sawyer and nearly beat Diantha, the champion of the Kalos League. Now at first glance it makes sense why people seem to side with the argument that Alon is a much more powerful trainer, since none of Ash's feats really stand out. Now the other side of the fandom believe that Ash was robbed from the championship since he made it all the way to runner-up, which is the first time he's ever reached that spot in a league before. Now this reason, along with a bunch of other reasons, don't really back up the writers screwed Ash over argument that well, because frankly there's never really been good reasoning to back up the plot-induced stupidity argument. So that just means that Alon was the stronger trainer, and the video ends there. Is what I would say if I was lying. You see, Alon is a strong trainer, that's true, but even he himself has lost a battle. He isn't Leon, you know. Alon has lost his fair share of battles. His most important loss, though, that's going to be the backbone of this argument, is actually one that happened in the XYZ specials. That being his battle against Seabold. Alon battled Seabold, one of the Elite Four members, and not only did he lose, but he lost badly. Like, it wasn't even a fight. Bro took a few hits and folded. Seabold was not phased in the slightest either. So where are you going with the Seabold loss, you might ask? Well, what if I told you that people all this time that I've been saying that Ash losing against Alon was an outlier and nothing more than plot-induced stupidity, or actually kind of right. So you might be asking, why is this important? So what if he lost against an Elite Four member, right? They're pretty strong. Well, the reason why it's important is that Ash has fought someone who is stronger than Seabold, that being Diantha. Remember when I told you how Ash Greninja nearly beat Diantha? Well, I wasn't lying about that. Greninja fought Gardevoir, and not only did he take full frontal assaults, but he was moving faster and unleashing even stronger attacks. Not to mention he was literally about to beat Gardevoir, and you could see in this image that Gardevoir was severely damaged. The only reason they lost was because Ash passed out because he couldn't control the Bond phenomenon state. So they were beating Diantha at a pre-prime Greninja. So he was basically beating Diantha and proved that they were stronger. And as we know, Diantha is the champion, meaning she is above the Elite Four members of the Kalos region. That's just the law. Now I know some people are going to bring up something along the lines of Diantha wasn't trying and merely testing Ash to see what was up with Greninja, so she wasn't going all out. Did I get that right? Now if you really think this is true, then I'm sorry to say that you're incredibly wrong. First and foremost, Diantha showed throughout the battle that she was indeed going all out. For starters, she realized she was losing against Greninja in Gardevoir's regular form and decided to Mega Evolve to get stronger. Why would she do something like this if she was quote-unquote testing Ash? She should be more than capable of taking on Greninja without her Mega form if she's supposedly testing Ash. After all, she is the champion. Not to mention, during the battle, she was literally sweating her freaking socks off. How is it that Greninja's Water Shirt can not only cancel the Shadow Ball but went through it? This proves Greninja was stronger than Gardevoir. And that was only one of the many attacks that Greninja landed on Gardevoir. If her sweating, Mega Evolving, and her attacks having no effect on Greninja doesn't prove that she was trying, I don't know what will. And don't give me that Moonblast bullcrap, because type matchups have been so inconsistent since Indigo League, bruh. Pikachu has hit ground types and almost lost to Leon when he had the type advantage. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing that should matter in a versus battle are the feats and statements corresponding to that Pokemon. Stop acting like type matchups are the end-all be-all, because they're not. So even if you wanted to say that Gardevoir was stronger than Greninja, which she isn't, it wouldn't matter because Greninja would still be on equal footing, making Greninja relative or stronger than Gardevoir. Also remember to keep in mind that Greninja was fighting Diantha as a pre-prime Greninja that didn't perfect Bond phenomenon like they did at the end of the series. So now that we made sure that Greninja is at least on equal footing with Diantha, what does that mean? Well, since the champions of the region are stronger than the Elite Four members, this means that Ash is on a much higher level with someone many times stronger than Seabold, making Greninja stronger than Alon. Alright, sorry about this, but I noticed that I kept saying Alon and not Charizard, so sorry about that. Alon's greatest defeat was actually Ash's biggest success, keep that in mind. That made zero sense, but you guys know what I mean. So was Ash robbed from the Kalos region? By the evidence provided by the show itself? Yes, he was, and the battle indeed was plot-induced stupidity. Now, I myself have actually thought that Alon was a stronger trainer until I rewatched the XY specials. So it was actually crazy to see such a massive feat that Ash managed to accomplish at such an early part in his journey to master the bond phenomenon state. So the awkward thing is that we don't actually know why the writers went down this path. I mean, the easy explanation is that they wanted Ash to lose because they wanted to keep him as a mascot for just a bit longer, but who knows? And before this video ends, I wanted to show you guys one little thing. Yep, that's right, we have 3 videos remaining before the Tale of Zygarde is officially released on YouTube. For those who are new to my channel, I upload a cinematic series based off of the past experiences of characters or regions in Pokemon, and they're basically like a cool anime edit mixed in with an actual movie like editing gourmet. I recommend you guys watch the Tale of Ash Greninja or the Tale of Kanto to get a grasp on what it is because they're really good. And this Zygarde video is going to be my best one yet, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and that's all Yuki wrote, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.